The following news are the focus for tonight. Remember the less fortune during Aidilfitri. Sarawak, a renewable energy powerhouse of Asia. Harmony, the pillar of Sarawak's strength as a peaceful and prosperous region. Unity, harmony and loyalty lays foundations for a progress and prosperous Sarawak. Peace and harmony, a blessing for Sarawak. Unity of Sarawakians, key to realize success of PCDS 2030. Understand the meaning of Aidilfitri for the benefits of mankind. Good evening. Sarawakians are urged to remember the less fortunate in the joy of celebrating Aidilfitri this year. The Yang di-Pertuan Negeri of Sarawak, Tun Prin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar, emphasized on the importance of not forgetting the orphans, the elderly, the disabled, as well as Palestinians in Gaza who are facing hardships at this time. Therefore, he invited Sarawakians to unite and pray for their well-being to be restored and for the unrest to end soon.
Dalam kegembiraan kita merayakan Aidilfitri yang mulia ini, suka saya mengingatkan agar kita tidak melupa golongan yang kurang berkemampuan. Anak-anak yatim, warga tua, orang kelainan upaya dan keutamaan rakyat Palestin di Gaza yang sedang diuji dengan isu kemanusiaan dan ujian kekejaman yang amat dahsyat. Mari kita sama-sama memanjat doa dan pengharapan pada Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala agar kemelut yang mereka hadapi sekarang ini akan segera berakhir.
He said this in his Hari Raya Aidilfitri 2024 message on Tuesday. Meanwhile, Tun Prin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi also supported the leadership of Sarawak Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Datuk Abang Openg, who is focused on providing free tertiary education in all state-owned education institutes.
Saya amat mengalu-alukan kepimpinan yang amat berrahmat Premier kita untuk menyediakan pendidikan percuma di semua institut pendidikan tinggi awam. Negeri menjelang 2026. Langkah kerajaan Sarawak memberikan tumpuan dalam memperkasakan bidang pendidikan adalah satu-satu yang tepat untuk dilaksanakan.
On that occasion, the head of state and his wife, Puan Fauzia Muhammad Sanusi, invite the public to attend their open house from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at the Astana Negeri Sarawak on the first day of Hari Raya Aidilfitri. The tagline Sarawak Asia's Renewable Powerhouse is a branding that will raise the name of this land of the hornbills on the global stage. Sarawak Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Datuk Abang Openg said the initiative is an effort to sustainability from various angles in line with the 17 Sustainable Development Goals SDGs adopted by the United Nations. He is confident that the branding can position Sarawak on the regional and global stage as a hub for renewable energy sources, besides a hub for the transition to carbon-free energy use and carbon reduction as the world moves toward net zero by 2050.
Sarawak mempunyai potensi 20 gigawatt daripada sumber hidro dengan kapasiti penjanaan sebanyak 5.4 gigawatt pada saat ini, yang telah membolehkan Sarawak menyediakan tenaga rendah karbon dengan tarif yang kompetitif kepada para pelabur. Matlamat Sarawak seterusnya ialah untuk mengekspor tenaga ke Brunei Darussalam dan Sabah dan penyaluran 1 gigawatt ke Singapura menjelang 2032 melalui kabel dasar laut sepanjang 700 km selain penyaluran 190 megawatt sedia ada ke Kalimantan Barat.
He said this in his Hari Raya Aidilfitri 2024 message on Tuesday. The Sarawak Premier added that the state will continue to develop its hydropower potential with methods that have minimal impact on the environment and human life. In this regard, he had given instructions to relevant agencies to study power generation with the concept of energy sources from cascading dams that have been used in other countries such as Norway and Canada, whereby with the consent of local population, the project will start in Sungai Gat, Balai Kapit. In another development, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Zohari also said that Sarawak, as a trading economy with a strategic location in the Asian region, has a bright future to build an economy based on world-class port development. He said the handover of Bintulu Port to Sarawak should be seen in terms of integrating ports development in the state as a new strategy to transform its economy. Meanwhile, the Sarawak Premier urged all quarters, irrespective of race and religion, to ensure that the harmonious atmosphere is maintained in the state. According to him, harmony is an important pillar of strength in making Sarawak a peaceful and prosperous region.
Marilah kita sama-sama berdoa agar suasana keharmonian akan terus terjalin di bumi kenyalang yang sama-sama kita cintai. Kerana itulah tonggak kekuatan untuk menjadikan Sarawak wilayah yang aman dan makmur.
Therefore, he invites the public to enliven his Hari Raya Aidilfitri open house at the Borneo Convention Centre, Kuching, BCCK from 10:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the first day of Aidilfitri and 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the second day of Aidilfitri. The undivided unity, harmony, and loyalty of the people in this state are crucial in the effort to transform Sarawak into a progressive and prosperous region. Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Douglas Uga Embas said that these factors will support the efforts of Sarawak Premier Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Zohari to shape the transformation of the state. According to him, the Sarawak Premier has done many things that are believed to be able to elevate the state to a higher level in the future, including the implementation of the Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy, PCDS 2030, which is an important strategy to transform Sarawak into a high-income region by 2030. He said this in his Hari Raya Aidilfitri 2024 message on Monday. Therefore, Dato' Amar Douglas Uga stressed that the Hari Raya Aidilfitri celebration transcends religious and ethnic boundaries in fostering social cohesion and harmony among all levels of society in Sarawak. Like other major festivals such as the Chinese New Year, Gawai Daya or Christmas, he invites Sarawakians to continue the practice of visiting open houses this Hari Raya. Sarawak is blessed with peace and harmony, despite having people of multiracial and multireligious backgrounds. According to Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan, Sarawakians must maintain any practices or traditions which lead to harmonious society. In this regard, the Sarawak Minister for International Trade, Industry and Investment urged the locals to continue the tradition of visiting open houses during festivities to strengthen friendship amongst one another. In his Hari Raya Aidilfitri 2024 message on Tuesday, Dato' Amar Awang Tengah urged all Sarawakians to maintain the existing stability and to not be influenced by any extreme thinking and culture. He also took the opportunity to invite the public to enliven his Hari Raya open house in Taman Klasik Lawas on 2nd day and 3rd day of Aidilfitri from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. The people of this state need to remain united in order to make the Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy, PCDS 2030, a success. Deputy Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Amar Professor Dr. Sim Kui Hian said the main objectives of PCDS 2030 must be prioritized, particularly to achieve a gross domestic product, GDP, of 282 billion ringgit by 2030.
We only have 6 years left for our GDP to reach 282 billion from the last 60 years, we only have 171 billion. In this way, not only Sarawak is high income, but every household is high income by then. We can only achieve that if we remain united, as no one can stop us from achieving that, in which by 2030, the most prosperous, most inclusive, and environmentally sustainable.
He said this in his Hari Raya Aidilfitri 2024 message on Tuesday. The Sarawak Minister for Public Health, Housing and Local Government added that Sarawak is now in an important stage of nation building where the state government is taking huge steps in achieving economic growth. He explained that this can be seen with the Sarawak government committing to provide free tertiary education at state-owned universities by 2026, as well as achieving health and education autonomy. Sarawakians are invited to understand and appreciate the meaning of Aidilfitri for the benefit of mankind in living their lives. Deputy Minister in the Sarawak Premier's Department, Corporate Affairs, Information and UKAS, Dato' Abdullah Saidul, invite Muslims in the state particularly to focus on the meaning of this festivity, especially for the less fortunate.
Sementara kita lalui keriangan Hari Raya yang juga disambut oleh sahabat-sahabat kita dari berbangsa dan agama lain. Saya ingin mengajak tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, abang adik dan kakak untuk merenung sejenak serta menyelami suasana Hari Raya yang dihadapi oleh insan lain yang mungkin jiran tidak jauh dari kediaman kita, yang kurang bernasib baik, serba kekurangan atau mereka yang sedang berada di wilayah yang bergolak, berperang, bila-bila masa terkorban menjadi mangsa. Saya ingin mengajak semua tidak kira bangsa dan agama atas dasar kemanusiaan yang murni dan rasa kesyukuran untuk sama-sama berdoa dan berharap agar kedamaian dan ketenangan dilimpahkan kepada mereka yang bersedih.
He said this in his Hari Raya Aidilfitri 2024 message on Tuesday. In this regard, Dato' Abdullah also wishes for everyone to have a safe festive visiting, as well as the given best health, strength of soul and mind to continue to serve and be devoted. And that's the English edition with me, Stephanie Jores. More news can be found in our official portal ukas.sarawak.gov.my and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. I would also like to take this opportunity on behalf of UKAS to wish Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri, maaf zahir dan batin to all those who are celebrating. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.